Okay, now he's starting to look pretty good. He's still got a lot of details left to do. Now, down here on this mustache and stuff, I want to take and kind of round the edge up a little bit. I don't want that square edge, and when you come and start putting hair on it, especially down in here, you don't want that. Now up in here, I'll round that up quite a bit. I want that to lay back, and you're going to kind of take a little off there and kind of round this whole area up. And you can do it with a knife, with a flat chisel. I could have done it with the edge of that V tool, or also with my skew, which, like I said, is perfect for rounding. And I want to kind of clean this up, make it look good, all in there. Okay, just kind of lay this back. I don't want that sharp edge right there. Kind of round it up as you go, and I'm going to use a skew for time because it's just quicker. See, I can just lay that right in there and do that like so. I'm going to come around here and do the same thing. I'm going to go fast here so we can move on to the next part. Y'all don't need to watch me do every inch of this thing. Okay, just kind of rounding that all up, making it look good. Got a little mark right there I need to get rid of. I have to come back and clean that up a little bit, which I will later on anyway. Take my tool and stick it back in there and get my little nose thing back in there again. Just kind of clean that up. Do the same thing over here just a little bit. Make that look good. See, like so. Once again, I'm just kind of laying this back, and it'll be important, especially on the inside curve, when you go to cut the hairs in there, to make them look good. And this right up in here, of course, lays down a little more. Okay, like so. That'll work. Now I got to come in here and do the same thing. Just kind of rounding that up, get rid of that sharp edge. We don't want that sharp edge in there. Kind of going against the grain right there. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just don't want those sharp edges. Okay. Lay this down. And back in here, you'll probably have to come in two different directions because the grain's going to change on you right in there. That's good enough. Alright, now I'm going to cut the mouth in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my knife, I'm going to push it in good and deep. Not going to do a lip on him. I'm going to make him real simple. Actually, that looks better most of the time anyway. I'm going to take it in, I'm going to drop down about 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to push it back in. I'm going to cut that little triangular shaped chip out of there. And hopefully you can see that. That makes a nice looking mouth. You don't have to do any more than that. Alright, now I'm going to come back up here and work on the face a little bit. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this V tool. I don't like this round, straight looking face. That's boring. Not V tool. I'm going to take this number 7, about a 3/16 inch, and I'm going to start right up here by the nose, and I'm going to start coming down. And I'm going to kind of come up under the eye a little bit, and I'm putting that I'm hollowing his cheek out. That's what I'm doing, and that adds, kind of come back around like that, a little deeper up in here, and just kind of have to work at it a little bit. I want that cheek, especially right out in this area, good and hollow, and I'm kind of coming back in there. You're going to have to put a stop cut in there. Now you can do this probably a lot easier with about a number 8, number 9, Vayner, something like that. Okay, and I'm going to kind of come down this side of this cheek here, and I'm going to leave that a little bit. I'm just hollowing it out. Now then you're going to have to come back And where I hollowed that out, I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to lay it right in there. I'm going to follow that hollow. Then I'm going to come back out there and cut straight down for stop cut so that I can clean that up. And this will also separate the face from the hair once I get it done. Okay. In fact, I'm going to lay this knife back a little bit and cut this like so. Okay, so I got to do a little cleanup in here. Oops, excuse me. And you got to round that kind of back up. Actually, you can take your tool and lay it right there, turned upside down, lay it in there and kind of cut that just a little bit. Right below that eye. Now I'm going to come about right where the top of the eye is, and I'm going to put another one. Like so. And then I'm going to kind of go back to nothing with it up in here. Just put a little bit of one. And what this does is that gives that face some interesting shape instead of just a straight line. Okay? And I like to do that on all my carbons. Now see, I can come in here. And I'm kind of cutting that little bit of the deal. I'm going to come out here, I'm going to lay my knife back just a little bit, get some separation right there. See how that separates the face? Clean that up a little bit. See down in here I need to do a little more. And there you go. That makes a whole lot more interesting. Kind of round that up a little more right there. More interesting looking face than just leaving that straight. Okay, I did that on that side. Now I'm going to quickly do the other side to match it. And you're starting out here, and as you go down, you're pulling up on your handle, and you're kind of taking that down almost straight up and down. Now I've got to kind of match it on this side and go a little deeper up in here. It also makes this jowl line stand out a little bit. Take a look at it, see if you're looking the same from both directions. And I'm going to have to do something. Let me round this up and fix this real quick. That's bugging me. Notice when I started doing some rounding, I jumped right straight to my skew. Yeah, excuse me, I saw something else up there I wanted to fix. Okay. Alright, starting to look good. This needs to come a little bit deeper. And then, alright, got to get that smooth transition of form. Look over here, I want this to be kind of about right there. So that's where I'm going to round to over here. Alright. And I'm going to come back up in here and put that other little notch kind of round that back up and go up a little more. Kind of take a look at it and make it look the same from side to side. You have to knock off a little bit of a line there and fix that a little bit there. Oh, this guy's going to look good, I think. I think he's going to look good. Fix a little bit right here. And if you get over here on this side and you get a little deep, you make it look a little different, I'll just go back on the other side and fix it. That's all. Okay. Got to round this up right in here. I think a skew would probably work better. In there, just round that up a little bit. And come in here. I'm going to follow that line I made, make it me a stop cut. Like so. Have to go a little deeper in a minute. And then I'm going to come back, put my knife in there to lean it out just a little bit. So I get some separation there is what I'm doing. I may have to cut it 2 or 3 times to get that chip to pop out, but That's okay. Just have to work at it until you get it to do what you want it to do. Just like that. Now, what do you think? Is that starting to look like something to you? Oops, got him up a little too high. That's starting to look like something to you? Okay. I'm beginning to like this guy. I notice that I've got this side of his face down a little bit. But now you can fix that very easy. And this is really the time to fix it before we carve any eyes or anything like that. So I lowered that side just a little bit to match the other one. So now I'm going to have to come back and fix this just a little bit. And this is where, by the way, that smaller tool comes in handy, because I can take it and kind of get up in here where it's harder to use that other one and remove a little bit of that. And then I can come back and smooth it up a little bit. Okay, he's starting to look fairly good. I want to kind of fix that line. I want it to be a little better line. Same thing over here. Kind of fix that just a little bit right up in there. Always look at your carving. Just stop once in a while and look at it. Make sure it's balanced from side to side. You can fix any things as you go. There we go. Let this come down. See how I made a smooth transition off the nose using that number 7. It works good. Alright, he's starting to look like a Woodspirit now. Kind of got a mean look to him. Now just come back here, and kind of hard for me to see. Fixing these little places. Alright, that's pretty good. Now then, up in here you want to go ahead, and I've already done some of it, you want to go ahead and just kind of round this back as it goes. And I want to go ahead and we're fixing to do the hair here in a minute, and just kind of, I'm going to take a little bit of this out, and I'm going to leave it kind of at a point up there. You notice it from the side. I want to kind of leave a little like that in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to take a little bit more out of here, and I also want a smooth transition going down to the forehead. So that's what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to kind of smooth this down, kind of round it up a little more too as I go, like so. And I can look at it. Okay, a little bit more right along in here. I want to take a little more out of that too, I think. And maybe just a little bit more out of here. Okay, also, I'm going to come right here and put a stop cut. So when I cut the hair, I'll have something to clean it up with here in a little bit. Alright. Kind of like that. See where that line is? That's an abrupt transition, and I don't want any abrupt transitions right here. So I'm just kind of cleaning that up. Okay. Now let's talk about the hair. If you look at, we're kind of going to use this guy right here as a guide for the hair, and you'll notice how the hair is going to come up and it's going to blow the same way the mustache goes, kind of like the wind's blowing it this way. And I want you to notice about hair. Hair is never straight. It's always an S-curve, a gentle S-curve. And generally when I carve one of these, I don't draw the hair in, but I'm going to draw a little bit of this in so you can get an idea of how to do it right here. Okay, I'm going to start right here, and I want that hair to start wiggling right off the bat. I'm just going to put a kind of a gentle S-curve to it here. There we go. It's going to come like this. Oops. Going to come back down, and maybe even one more like that. Maybe a little more. Take a look at it. That's why I don't generally draw in hair. I just do it. For me, it works better, seems like. Okay, so there's a hair, and I start off like that, and then I'll just start laying in hair. Now the other thing I want you to notice about hair, especially on this guy here, the way I did it. You notice I started here and I kind of come on down, and I made these almost the same. You're better off making them. You notice I put in some short hairs. You want to kind of come back and put in some short hairs. So that's what I'm just going to start on this, and y'all can watch me do it. Except I'll be right back. I am going to go put my glove on to do this.